it's been kind of quiet since Morello put his hands up and said, I'm done, walked away. We know that. And, we've been talking about, and you've almost said every single week on the show, I believe that it's going to happen. I believe hockey will return here. There's ownership groups. And one name that has been thrown around for months and months, but even before the Coyotes left, was Mat Ishbia. And he went on the record this week via Barry Bloom in a Sportico article, and we can pull up the quote here. But Mat Ishbia said, I'm definitely going to be part of the community, and if I can help bring hockey back, I'll look at that. It's definitely something I'm interested in. It's a 4-sport town. I'm disappointed we don't have a hockey team, but I understand what happened, and we're going to try to fix that one day. So Mat Ishbia, on the record, finally saying that he's interested in being part of that. That's something that we hadn't heard yet because he was being very mum when the Coyotes weren't for sale. He didn't want to get involved with that. But he also did say later on he wouldn't say if he was speaking to the NHL or not, and the NHL did not respond when asked to comment on this. So a lot of people this morning in our Discord on Twitter were really, really excited by this. And I could totally see why. You think, oh my God, like this could be the guy, this could be the savior, this could be the guy that helps bring it back. He's on the record saying it. But I just wanted to caution people to hold your horses a little bit, because I truly believe this is how Mat Ishbia feels, but he can say it. It doesn't mean that he's going to do anything about it. There's also the situation with the lease at Footprint Center and how long that is until they could potentially explore new arena options that could potentially include an NHL and NBA combo. And on a more optimistic thought, just a reminder that he is not the end-all be-all only option. There could be other ownership groups.
Yeah, it's funny because what you said here and what he said is he'd like to help bring hockey back here. It doesn't mean he has to be the owner to bring hockey back here. I think there needs to be one thing I read into this was a partnership or, hey, I'm going to help. And I think it's important for the owner of a sports team that plays out of a facility that would be a partner with, and I don't mean business partner. I mean that they can get along in the same community, that you're not fighting an adversarial.
Yeah, like the Suns and Coyotes supporting each other rather than when Robert Sarver wanted nothing to do with the Coyotes.
And that's part of the reason Morello didn't have those partnerships with the community, with other sports teams. If he says that this is a 4-sport town and I want to help bring that back, and I will welcome it, even if he's not part of the ownership group, but he feels that it benefits the city, I think that's a huge step. I do believe that the very, 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 very premature to say that this has anything to do with an actual real situation with Mat Ishbia. I don't think it's anything other than, hey, this is a big town, I support hockey. I don't think there's
which is great. And I'm glad that he said that.
It's better than no, I'm the only game in town.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what the important takeaway is from this. I don't want to have people's expectations go, oh my gosh, he's working secretly behind the scenes right now to get a deal done, because he's not.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's actively pursuing an NHL team at this moment. No. I don't. That doesn't mean other people aren't. It just means he's not. I do still think there are people actively trying to put money together and trying to get this done the right way. The issue with that is it's going to take time, and the league is not going to breathe the word Phoenix or Arizona for a very long time.
Yeah.
The league wants this to quiet down and let this bad taste leave.
Settle.
Yeah, dust settle, as it were. That's actually very good.
Yeah.
So I don't look for that anytime soon. They're not going to come out in the fall and say, hey, there's a new group. It's not coming. Just wait.
And Craig did tweet this morning, since many of you have asked me about the Ishbia expansion piece, slow your roll. He was asked about it, so he gave an answer, but nothing has changed on that front. There are no new developments. So I think we can say bottom line takeaway is Mat Ishbia has a great perspective on it. He wants to see hockey back here. Maybe he will even help support or maybe even 2 years from now, he might say, you know what, I really want to be serious about this.
Yeah.
But that is not what he's saying right now. So I'm sorry to, once again, this is the damper episode.
Yes.
But that's what we have to say. So.